A day in the Song Dynasty. My spring nights are truly amazing and joyful, as I have the pleasure to walk to the Springtime Water Festival. The climate is nice, and the walk great in memory. While walking, I do not contemplate or take into measure the greatness of the water festival ahead of me. Instead, I take in the majestic countryside in which I am in. I look to my left and see the greatness of the peaks, and to my right the running water through the woodlands, lush greenery as far as the eye can see, and opposing to my right, peaks and carts trying to poke outward, grabbing the wanderer's wandering eye. The beauty and greatness of the countryside really sadden me as I ponder how little significance my life would be as the trees and woodland would stay green and the karst mighty and strong. But all is well as I make my way into the isolated clearing in which the festival was taking place. Surrounded by water and great trees and a meandering stream, whose whoosh and wish of water really set the mood as calming and gentle. Just as I enter, I am greeted by my fellow Confucian scholars who, like me, appreciate and understand the beauty in life, and we all take our seats measurable to our class, and we sit. I muse at the night ahead of us as we had no wine. Preposterous! No wine! And within a second, the singing and laughing and conversations of the night crumbled to helpless murmurs as the alcohol was nowhere to be found. Kuzu had stolen the wine and went off and was drinking alone under his signature willow arbor. Kuzu's whereabouts were sought out to get our wine back. But with the wine returned and the songs resung, we drifted off into the blur of the night. We stopped at drinking and rested as we knew we would have to clear our belongings and begin the great landscape of a journey back home. Along the way home, I take a different yet scenic route and yonder through the little wooden bridge. The little wooden bridge is a perfect example of my time and my dynasty. It is a balanced little thing, and it bridges two worlds, the West Bank and the East Bank. Some is to say the Song Dynasty, and as our dynasty has bridged the West and East through various details and achievements, all of which are so great to be marveled that I will set my eyes to sleep now, for tomorrow I will venture deep into the joining of East and West, found within the markets and the nooks and crannies of the central town. As I am tired, I will now ease my eyes to sleep, and rest and dream of the marvels tomorrow will bring. Today is a new day, and as the sun rises over the peaks of the song, I begin my travels from the beginning of my rural community, of my village, to their hectic affairs intertwined with city life. As with the petite wooden bridge, the Song Dynasty not only links the worlds of West and East, but rural and modern. My home and community is simple, the regular style thatched roofs and the same cottages under. These roofs of my community greatly differ from the nobler houses of the city. Throughout my walk, to my left and to right, the signature willow trees of China bends and howls as if in pain for future sorrows. As my walk drifts me closer to the city, the scenery changes. Fellow, the fellow men walking alone are now here accompanied by donkeys. These donkeys aid in the help of carrying goods. But wait, not only are donkeys spotted, but camels too. My, is this dynasty diverse, and the technology seems to change from regular saddle donkeys into donkey carts. What's up ahead? A large gate or monument? No, it can't be. No, it's the gate to the city. Ah, finally I have come to the city. One can only marvel at the sights to be held within. If the gate is to be such of grandeur, of what could the gate be holding, if not more grandeur and amazement? But, to my displeasure, so the outer reaches of the cities, the vagrants are sheltered. Although a comforting thought that these people are looked out for, but why not within the city near the Monk's Terrace, an intersection? Speaking of the Monk's Terrace, imagine in your mind the burning of incense from the Buddhist and Taoist temples. The scent is not within your quarters of belief, but still very much welcomed here. In this quarter, the religions are freely believed and freely practiced, and such a joy it brings to my heart that these religions can be harmoniously celebrated in our very city of the song. Within the city, the use of carts and transport are even more so obvious, as ox carts travel back and forth through the streets and districts and back to the harbor. But something in the air catches my attention. My mount shouts, "Fire!" Smoke bellows through a roof, but I look closer and realize it is just a chimney. Ah, a chimney, one of the great achievements of the song. As I let the fear of the fire extinguish in my mind, I look up from my amusement and into the great river and harbor holding the ships. But it is not the boats in the harbor that I'm looking at, although ingeniously built and gorgeous, but the rainbow bridge that really catches my eye. The bridge so large and strong, not whining at the pressure of the hordes of people crossing its length. It leads me to wonder more on what an amazingly built structure sturdy like a mountain, but wide like a plain. But as I revert my gaze from the wonderful sight, I notice that I have stayed longer than hoped in the city, and I do not want to miss another of Zhuangzi's scholarly parties in the pavilion. As much as it pains me to leave the sights and the wonders of the city, I wander back into the rural and slow life of my community. I must and I hope I leave you with a vivid image of the Song Dynasty, the highest peak of cultural, intellectual, and religious and technological enhancement the country would ever see.